Hello everyone, so I wanted to go ahead and do my budget for the month of July. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to lean on this composition notebook and budget out my paychecks here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and zoom in. So for the month of August, I'm gonna put August here. And this is actually going to be the paycheck that's going to be paid out July 30th. And I only estimate to have one paycheck. I wish I could have more. But my estimate is going to be $16.50. I will be getting a small raise. And that's what I'm estimating that to be. For my categories, what I like to cover for the first paycheck is rent, which is due on the 1st. So I'll do rent. I also like to cover utilities. And I think that's it for fixed expenses. So the rent, it's $10.85. Yeah, utilities, I like to set aside $50 for that, and that makes it a total of, so $10.85 plus $50, $11.35. The next thing I should budget out for is investments, probably after, right after income, but I won't. So I'll do variable expenses first. Variable expenses include groceries and eating out. Let's see, so groceries. Or do they? No, I'll exclude eating. And I'll do $150 for groceries. So that'll be a total of $150. Next, it's going to be my sinking funds. The only one that I'm gonna be, oh wait, groceries also, I also include gasoline because I need that money, and it's $100 here. So then the total is gonna be $250. Then my sinking funds, I put aside a little bit every month to cover my YNAB subscription, which is where I link all my accounts, and that's where I track all my expenses. And it really keeps me on track to make sure all my bills are paid. This is just kind of like a plan for my money, and then I input these numbers into YNAB and track through YNAB, not through like an Excel sheet or manually. Total here is going to be $5. And then we'll worry about investments. So definitely for sure I get my auto-deducted I-bond transaction taken out. I also invest into my brokerage. And the last thing, there's one more thing I think. Oh, it's my nephew's investments that I do. It's very small. It keeps blurring, doesn't it? I wonder how I would fix that. Let me pretend to write. Oh my gosh, see? Anyway, so paycheck $16.50, I-bonds, it's going to be, there you go again. Okay, I-bond is going to be $100. It's my hand, you guys. And then brokerage is going to be $60, and for my nephew it's going to be $15. So then the total here is $160.75. $175. Let's make sure. So I have an estimate of $16.50. Oops. An estimate of $16.50 minus $175 minus $11.35 equals $340 left, minus 250 for my variable expenses. That makes it 90 left. And then minus $5 for YNAB. I have $85 left for that. Okay, so I'm gonna double check. I'm actually going to just fully fund groceries here at $200. Ooh. Gasoline is gonna be 100, and then so the total is 350. Okay. So again, 1650 for my paycheck, minus 175 for my investments, minus 1135 for fixed expenses, minus 350 for variable, minus $10. Now I'm, oh my God. Okay, so minus $10. I'm gonna fund, I guess, the gifts category with $80, and then that would leave me with $5. So I'll actually fund my beauty category, which is only $5. So this total here is gonna be 10. Total here for gifts is going to be 80, and that should be zero based. I'll check it later. And then the next paycheck for the month of August, it's gonna be the one that I get paid August 15. Same thing. Well, this is paid too. I estimate it to be about $16.50. Total is gonna be $16.50. And then investments is my niece. That gets, I take out a little bit for my niece that gets invested for her. Fixed expenses for categories, I have to budget out for my phone with this paycheck. Renter's insurance, internet, and kind of one that goes with all these housing expenses is moving, but that's under sinking funds, just so I don't forget. I'm just gonna put it there. Groceries for variable expenses. Before I forget again. Anyway, Netflix is under fixed expenses. Spotify is also due at the end of the month. And I believe that's what's happening with that. Anything else for variable expenses? I guess my spending, but I like to put my spending under sinking funds. Okay. So for the rest of the sinking funds, I'm gonna have car maintenance, car insurance, car registration. Oh my gosh, my car. AAA also for my car. Clothing, electronics, household, my Planet Fitness annual fee, which reminds me, I also have Planet Fitness over here in fixed expenses. And then for sinking funds, medical, dental, toiletries, and giving, I have giving. and parents. For investments, it's my niece. Anything that's left over is going to go to my Roth for 2023, my Roth IRA. So let's go ahead and budget all this out. For my phone, it's $104 for 3 lines. Renter's insurance, it's usually like $8, I believe. Yeah, $8. Internet is $18, just to round it up. Netflix is $16, Spotify is $10, and Planet Fitness is $10. So that comes out to a total of 104 plus 8 plus 18 plus 16 plus 10 plus 10 equals 166. Ooh, it's a little weird. 166. Groceries, I'm going to budget out what was left over. Usually I budget out $200 for groceries. Oh, and then I also forgot eating out. So I budget out $200 for the month, and I budgeted out $150 with the first paycheck. I'm going to top it off with the second paycheck. Eating out, I'm setting aside $50 for now, so that would be a total of $100. For my parents, I set aside $300 and for giving $20. So this total here is $320. And then moving on to sinking funds. Well, first, my niece, it's $10 for her because she's younger. Let's see. So for now, $1,650 minus my fixed expenses, $166, minus variable expenses is $100, minus giving is $320. I have $1,064 left. So I think that should be more than enough to cover my sinking funds. So moving, I want to set aside $100 for moving. Car maintenance, I want to set aside $50. Car insurance, it's $88 now. Car registration is $22. AAA is $12. Clothing, I always set aside $10. Electronics, $60. Household, I was doing $100, but I think I'll be good with $50 for household. Planet Fitness annual is $325. Medical and dental is $50, and toiletries is $10. So for that, it's 100 plus 50 plus 88 plus 22 plus 12 plus 70, so 60 and 10, plus 50 plus 3.25 plus 50 plus 10 equals 455 with 25 cents here. So it's 455, 25 cents. What did we say was the leftover? Okay, let's do it all over again. So 6050 minus 166 minus 100 minus 320. Yep, minus 455.25. I'm left over with 608.75, but then we also have my niece, which is minus 10. So I'm left with $598.75 to put into a sinking fund for my Roth IRA for 2023. And then the total here would be 608.75. That tired me out, to be honest. It's good, very good that I did this. I'm glad I planned this out. And the last thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is fill out my what's it called? My little savings chart for my Roth IRA. I do have the savings chart for free on my website. If you guys want to go visit, I'm just sharpening my coloring thing. I think that should be good. Anyway, so for right now, as of now, my Roth IRA for 2023, I have set aside $200. So I'm gonna go ahead and color these in. So hopefully by next month, if I have $5.98 that goes into my Roth, then I can fill out 5 more of these. And maybe I can like squeeze out like $2 from somewhere so I can color 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll be up to here. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the fridge, or I might just fold these in half and put them in my composition book for easy access. I think that's what I'm going to do. But then I may not have to fold this. Should I? Or should I leave it like this? Isn't it pretty? Maybe I'll leave this in my fridge. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great month, and I'll talk to y'all later.